Hi everyone, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface. The Flash was released on Thursday, Wednesday, days that happened. And the weekend box office is in and is absolutely catastrophic, to say the least. Let's just first of all take this article from Variety that came out a couple of days ago. The Flash makes 9.7 million in the previews. Yes, it did. The Flash is projected to earn around 70 million in its first weekend, with some predictions as high as 85 million and others as low as 68 million. Now, when you are making a movie the likes of the budget of this film, due to the fact that it's had so many reshoots, has been delayed for so long, this film very likely has to hit somewhere in the region of 700 million plus to break even. We're kind of going into a James Bond No Time to Die situation here. So even at the highest projection of 85 million for the domestic box office, that is not going to be strong enough really to propel it to that level unless there is a colossally high international audience. So how did it do domestically? Well, 55 million, and internationally 75 million. It did a worldwide of 130 million. This is nothing short of a catastrophe. It's an absolute disaster. This movie is now set to lose hundreds of millions of dollars. Execs of Warner, I imagine, have been going around desperately trying to get Access Media to say something positive. And they even went around the preview showings. And if anyone just had anything mediocre to say about the film, please put that out there. Please just put that out there. Because I think they knew that they had an absolute turkey on their hands. Particularly when you know the reputation of Ezra Miller, the fact that they kept Ezra Miller away from all of the press and just wheeled him out for the red carpet, because the guy is a walking disaster zone with all of the issues that he's had over the last few years. But way too much money had been pumped into this film to remove Ezra Miller and get another Flash to come in, particularly when it was the end of the Snyderverse time. And I think if you've seen the film like myself and you've seen the special effects, there even got a time where they said, look, no more money. We've put way too much money into this. And so time and attention and detail and all kinds of shit just sort of went out of the window. And that's just the problem for this film. With all of its over budget and reshoots and cuts and this and that and the other, the problem is Ezra Miller. Ben Affleck was great in this film. Michael Keaton was pretty good in this film. They did a few things I wasn't too happy about, but was good in this film. Sasha Calle was good in this film as Supergirl. Surprised me quite a fair bit. But the worst thing about this film, first and foremost, second, third, fourth, and fifth, was Ezra Miller. And they actually had two Ezra Millers in this film. One even more obnoxious than the other. So you've now got an even more obnoxious Ezra Miller in its effort to make the obnoxious Ezra Miller not look as obnoxious as the obnoxious Ezra Miller is. Do you follow? But believe me, if you had a shitty movie out this weekend, well, guess what? You got your just desserts this week, because Transformers Rise of the Beast, which is a fucking terrible movie, and I had the misfortune to also see this, plummeted 67%, doing a meager 20 million only this weekend at the box office, dropping from first place, which it barely had, through down to fourth place. But don't worry, Disney also had their sacrificial lamb to place upon the pedestal as well. So how did Elemental do this weekend? Well, good news, dog shit. It brought in a paltry 29.5 million domestically and 15 million internationally, with a worldwide of $44.5 million. And I laugh because, number one, it is funny as fuck to see Disney failing over and over and over again, especially with its woke fucking horseshit. And Rise of the Beasts, which was also touted as a story about black and brown people. Was it? Was it? Fuck. Both of these movies have a budget in the region of $200 million, meaning that they have to hit somewhere around the 500 million mark to break even. Both of these films are highly likely to lose hundreds of millions of dollars, and that is also another reason why I laugh. And what do we have next? Indiana Jones and the Dialysis of Destiny is coming your way soon. A movie which was critically panned at the Cannes Film Festival. So much so that all the bad press leading up to its release, they've decided to put screeners out for every and all shill media that will dare to go, so they can put out a more positive review. But having spoken to a couple of people who've already seen the movie, they say it's a disaster. 20 minutes at the start of the film with a young Indiana Jones, de-aged down, that actually feels like an Indiana Jones movie. And then after that, Phoebe Waller, franchise killer Bridge, comes in and destroys the movie. R.I.P. Tomb Raider fans, by the way, because that's her next project, with all of the leaks that you've seen online being 100% true. And we all know, if you've seen them, what that means for the ending of the movie. Oh, fucking boy. But don't go all black pill at the moment, folks, because there is a contender waiting in the wings when all of this stuff has come out and failed miserably. Because rest assured, I am positive that Indiana Jones and the Dialysis of Destiny is going to fail miserably. Because we've got... No, not that! We've got Mission Impossible. Tom Cruise, once again, just like Top Gun Maverick, is going to come in and save Hollywood. Even if they won't give him any IMAX theaters to do it. And rest assured, this film will be full of all the things that Hollywood espouses to want to create. It will have strong women. It will have incredible set pieces. It will have an organically diverse cast. And it will have Tom Cruise heading front and forward, which is probably the only thing that they don't want. You can talk all you want about superhero fatigue or terrible CGI or fatigue of this or fatigue of that. But I'll tell you what the true fatigue people are suffering from. And that's dog shit fatigue. People are sick and tired of seeing dog shit on their cinema screens. Because once something is fun, or once something's a little bit different, or once something isn't crammed full of intersectional feminism, or woke fucking garbage, or lecturing, or preaching, people like to go and see it. Life is tough enough without rich millionaires moralizing about how people should think, act, and look. Go fuck yourself. People want to turn up at a cinema and be entertained. And sometimes Hollywood succeeds in that, or used to, and sometimes they didn't. But this extra inclusion of politics and ideology has just killed things dead. Good. You brought it on yourself. Hollywood is falling apart, and I'm here for it, baby. I'll see you in the next video. You take care. Bye for now.